Well, greetings. As you can see, I'm in a different location. I'll be this way for a couple of days, 3 days. So it's 11:30, so it's gonna be uploaded late, but at least it's uploaded. So I have the Ryans here. I want to also put this out of it's been a message I've been getting. So you look at Florida, and you look at Italy, and doesn't mean they both look the same. But what I got is they're both kind of created. Notice how Italy looks like a boot. Florida doesn't look like much of anything. However, everyone has their own interpretation of it. Meaning those land masses are created like that for a reason. I was saved by Atlanteans. Of course, you need to tell people that you're going to see as a crazy person. But then again, we're talking, humanity's in a stone age, so at least I'll put it out there. So those Florida and Italy were designed the way they were for certain reasons. Kind of like a callback to where we came from, or where it's kind of like the board game is made a certain way, just like they do in video games, for us to find our way, and also like a clue to who we are. Realize this has all been designed because we couldn't manage ourselves in the past. Now, if we start to try to figure ourselves out, I say try, but as we evolve into figuring ourselves out, the mystery becomes less of a mystery. So, and it's not just Florida, and I'm just using Florida and Italy as an example, but those are pretty obvious, especially when you have the boot of Italy. That was on purpose. And there's this much more. Yeah, aliens involved with it. Well, you'd say human conscious were involved with it. The more that you allow these energies, at least the thought of it to come through, more you'll start to see. Because right now it's the unbelievable. People think you're crazy, but that's typical of the caveman society we're living in today. So, but in the future, that won't be so much of the case, because humanity will be over itself. So there's other places in the world also, obviously, that have been formed on purpose for certain reasons. Kind of like you have Indiana Jones looking for artifacts. Those temples are built for a reason, and put mazes and that inside. Our reality is the same way. At least that's the message I'm getting today. So yeah, right now you're seen as a crazy person, but when you look at all the spiritual connections, like, it is insane. Humanity, we're such a low vibration. We run into, you kind of have to put this stuff out there for us to go to the next level, whatever that might be. Because there's stepping stones. It's like they'll give you information. Are you going to take it or leave it? It's like going to just, that's just too crazy. And you go back into the low vibration and just wander around. But you talk about insanity. Of course, you hear that on the net quite a bit. There's, everything has a place. It might not connect with you, but not everything's going to connect with everyone, but there are pieces of the puzzle that you can put together. So it's for us to evolve, evolve. It's like the mysteries are here, and to get the answer to the riddle is not always easy, but can be figured out over time. It is simple, but finding simplicity can be achieved. Of course, there's many in this reality that are loving this world more than anything. More power to you on that one. But they're going to be seen as old-fashioned as reality starts to kick in, as the higher knowledge kicks in. Not to say it's bad, but it's just old-fashioned. So we're just going to a new age. It's completely bizarre, gradually. And so like Florida, for example, and Italy, and there's other places are landmarks. Well, there's much more going on than what we're seeing here. So just like it's all put together as the humans don't know any better, however you want to look at that, here's to retake your planet, allow more higher knowledge to come. It doesn't mean aliens are going to appear anytime soon. You never know. But it's just more of you. Once again, you put this information out there and see how it goes. Yeah, just it might be a fight in Astral to get certain information out there, but it's I don't know what you want to. It's you want answers. You have questions. Let's see. Question: Humanity. I'm asking a question right now. You get the answer in a second. Humanity is not ready to take itself seriously at a higher level. It's been told it's been useless, powerless forever. So even possibly in your fiction, it's going to show more of who you are in books and even mostly be in the fiction to kind of like really start to spell it out for you. And it's up to the human to make a choice. It is part of it's just it's letting you know that you are on the right track. Such as what is it called, the Sixth Sense. That obviously that kind of story's been out there forever, but the Sixth Sense had a way of getting people's attention. That see dead people, yada yada. And eventually, we're going to go into the alien coming out. That's going to become part of society eventually. It's like my son just told me, my kid just told me he's an alien. That's going to be freaking hilarious. That is going to happen eventually. That's going to be a real hell. I mean, they're already happening. A real small degree, people are getting their faces and their bodies all redone to look like an alien because they just don't feel human. The purest things are kind of like freaking insanity, but yeah, it's going to become more frequent no time soon. We're in the real early stages of all this, but it is going to obviously, like I said, in the next 10 years, there's going to be a release of the old energies, and new energies are going to come in, meaning the old ways of doing things. That's what's another thing. I forgot about this. You look at the Tesla, look at the car of the Tesla. I was going to post it, but you know what a Tesla looks like. The car. It's very simple. It doesn't have all the complexities of a modern car. So we'll ever hate the electric car, and you don't have to love Teslas, but either way, it's going to more of a simple structure that shows you where we're going. So like with sending rockets out in space, that's going to become more simple. Everything's going to get more simple. And right now, we're fascinating creatures because we're crazy. In this world, we're just nuts. We think aliens are so exciting, but yet look how messed up our world is. Aliens don't have to deal with this stuff. They don't have to go to work every day. They don't have to send traffic. They don't have this and that, cancer. I mean, they have certain elements, but not like this. Not all at once. And so, yeah, we're more fascinating than they are, I think. And we just don't see it that way, but we are. But of course, they're here to help us out of, find the lights, you can say, within ourselves, find a more positive side and calm down the complex. I mean, it's been fun being the insane planet, but after a while, it doesn't get old. You get tired of being the crazy one, and you try being insane for everyone. You're driving everybody nuts. Are you ready for families to get along with each other and just calm down? Because as you calm down, you bring more of the enlightenment of yourself, more positive that comes through, and more you see the builder within yourself to activate. So it does take time. Obviously, everybody's different, but however you want to look at of this planet, as well as I got it's the asshole of the universe. But it's there. I mean, yeah, this one is a kick in the ass, basically. Basically, not in the way that it's doing things wrong. It's but for it to see there's another way. If that makes sense. It's like you don't have to be this chaotic planet. You can calm it. People look at this world obviously and see it as normal. And this world is just crazy. But the idea is to simplify its stress and make it easier is key. And that's just by bringing more of a to see more to connect more to our higher potential. We can still be complicated, but in a more positive way, and just bring take all this negativity and bring it to more of a positive enlightenment. Easier said than done, of course. Especially when humanity's told, "Oh, this is normal." Being lost, being yada yada yada. Obviously, they feel like they need it. Nothing wrong with that. But for those that want something different, like the alien knowledge, the more positive outlook, the universe needs, what it needs, but it'd be nice if the universe would put a little bit more energy into that. So people that want to, bring in their angels and stronger, if you just keep asking, eventually they'll deliver, I guess. I would hope so. I don't have the answer on that. So everybody's different. So you can go more to a more positive enlightenment. That's what we're heading for, though, to heal the nightmare of reality. So, for those who are new to all this, is ivantower.com. We have private sessions. The internet works. Throughout the week. Not this week, but next week. We have a one-head channel. We have Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. It's all recorded. If you want it recorded, you also have I'm getting there to 10 days for delivery. A little bit. We're getting there. That's all I can say on that. Same situation here. We have other channels and healers I do recommend. So social network and the rabbit. All right. So thank you for your support. It's all a little bit weird. Okay. All right. The elephant people came in during the webinar. This should be interesting. I'm not sure. Hearing noise over there, but anyway. Okay, here we go. Blessings. Greetings. We're the Elephant Collective. Realize you have the emotions of, yes, a tiger, an elephant, and a reptilian all in one person. Yes, you have much more than that, but realize all of those emotions at once. Yes, enough to drive one insane. Now, you're never meant to have all this packed into one being. Realize also you're teaching the rest of the universe of how foolish they have been, because your worlds are more foolish than them. So why does your world make the bad decisions that you did? Did it come from the feline? Did it come from the reptilian? Did it come from the elephant? And they see the energy signature. Well, that person got mad at their mom or their sister because of the elephant energy that they have. So either way, there's a lot of layers within yourself, so you're not fully understanding. That does not mean you're not going to start seeing it more clearly. The energies around your planet, yes, are complicated. Humanity, there's always going to be a different way of looking at your ancient past, your Atlanteans. Everyone's going to have their own focus on it. Realize even back then, nothing was ever that certain either, as it is now. Your world's always been a multidimensional nightmare, depending on how you look at it, because it's connecting more to lower astral than any other planet. Because there's knowledge there. And other worlds don't know how to get to it. Your world gets to it, and it really dives into it deeply. Why do you think you have the murders on your world? Because it triggers emotions within you to cause difficulties here. The lower astral energies is a contract. It's facing yourselves, it's pulling out information out of you and receiving. It's testing the soul more than it's ever been tested. So, yeah, so when you go and create a planet, connecting the lower astral is sometimes it destroys a world instantly. Sometimes it takes a long time for it to destroy the world, or for your world's sake, it pulls in more alien beings here. So you wonder why you have the alien presence here that you do, why you have all these aliens within your DNA, is because it connected to the lower astral and called them all in. Meaning it got a lot of attention. It's like, we need help here. Our world's going to die. Now, it's not in your Atlantean history, but it is in your deep history. So many beings, this world's just always been unique. It's a magic world. It is a world that, yes, as you can see, has a lot of low vibrations. It's done on purpose to get your attention. It got everybody's attention. Everyone, not everybody in your universe knows about this world, but it does affect everybody in this universe. Because and you're always receiving, and you're sending out. You're always getting new. Even a lot of aliens out there don't realize you have you have their DNA. It's like, why are they when you told about this? It's a long history that you're going to base. Basically, you're unraveling. Your fiction does tell you a little bit of this. It's been so fictionalized, you don't know where the information's coming from. But any story, is it through book or anything? If it's from the cosmos, it is your cosmos talking to you. It's there for a reason. Now, they don't always have to make themselves known exactly where this comes from, who this is coming from, but realize you're unlocking yourself from your prison too. The more you talk about space, the more you break out of this one. You go into space. The more you realize, yes, connecting to Anunnaki on this world, yes, brings a lot of satisfaction to many because they're healing past lives, but realize also reaching out into the cosmos, what do you feel from your Uranus, from your Mars, from your Venus? Energies do you feel from those places? What are they telling you? This is how everyone can connect to their vibrations. Yes, there might be blockages, but over time, it's like this is why it hasn't really happened. Basically, I feel like Mars is giving me a message, the actual planet. So that's going to become more part of your consciousness eventually. So we're putting it out there. You're reaching out, yes, go out into space physically, but doesn't mean you can't channel their energies now, as you are already doing so. There's many more layers to evolve. Yes, many are connected to the secret space program because many are used to drama in space. It's another reason why it's so popular. It's like a soap opera. It's a humanized soap opera. That's why, if you look at the secret space program, the channeling messages and knowledge about it is a soap opera. It is another way for you but it is also fourth dimensional energy. So does that make it wrong? Not necessarily. Is it the soul is healing? It's the new version of the soap opera. It is, as you hear some of those stories, it does sound like a soap opera, doesn't it? But you're slowly putting yourself together. Instead of looking at the TV, you're looking at your internet and you're looking outside your planet. Look at how that works. So you're learning how to, eventually you'll go out. See, like you see the space shuttles are going out into space. We're also going to connect more to your astral when you're ready to receive. Now, not some people don't really remember their dreams for various reasons. A lot of this shut down for it's not necessarily need to be remembered, but obviously there's always something going on. Some of you are connecting to the Masons to heal those energies. Basically, some of you connect to the Masons to release the old vibrations so you can receive to clear the blockages. So you can go more out into the reality that you've chosen. Basically, break free of this third dimension teachings. And that's what we're going to learn more about yourselves. There's an equilibrium of knowing who you are and knowing who you are in space, basically. Because many are always looking out, it's like this world doesn't make any sense. What am I doing here? What slice of life brought this world to where it is today? All these different planets have a slice into this world. They have their knowledge, they have their libraries, they have their books here. And yes, this world goes on and on and on. It is basically connected to several other universes that this universe doesn't want always everyone to know about, other worlds don't know about. This world has a lot of secrets that other worlds don't understand. This world is kind of like you're in your temple of doom, depending on the alien species. But it has ancient artifacts here from other worlds. And they do come here, they had no idea that their ancient people were even here. Depending on the species, of course. There's always going to be mysteries on this world because this world is a jungle planet. It's not supposed to be fully understood, not just yet. Because you have secrets that other worlds will never figure out, or they might eventually. But it's part of their lessons, their warnings to come to you, to learn from you what your knowledge, and you're learning from their knowledge. You're learning back and forth. So it's not just as cut and dry as you might think. Your world is just a world that doesn't know any better. It's you're doing what you do to receive information and you're sending and receiving constantly. You're just not aware of it. You're not supposed to be. Yes, you're in the insane planet that is, you want to go to a higher level. You already are by just being here. You might not feel that way spiritually. Many aren't. Well, it doesn't really. Yes, there's much more going on here than you'll ever really disclosed. It will be, but won't be easily to be understood. It's basically your world's a teacher of other worlds. So the teachers, that's your planet. You're all teachers here teaching other planets. And just have not faced that side of yourself yet. Because sometimes the teacher doesn't want to tell everybody their secrets. They don't want to always know it. You're not seeing it. From that's the weirdest part. You're not knowing what you're doing. You're learning from other aliens, but you're also teaching them a great deal. And that's why some of you have the chaos. Say, hey, look, I can make my family go crazy. Watch this. It's like, look, I can get on interstate and drive like a maniac and nobody's going to stop me. It's on how you look at things. It's not the same for everybody, but as you evolve, you're going to start seeing it differently. Blessings. Okay. Elephant channel, I guess we'll call that. Okay, take care, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you for your support.